We begin in Nigeria's Supreme Court, where Nigeria's Supreme Court has dismissed the appeals of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and the Labour Party's Peter Obi challenging President Bola Tiubu's victory in the February 25th presidential election. The court, in its verdict delivered today, upheld the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, confirming Tinubu's legitimacy as the elected president of Nigeria. The 7-judge panel ruled that the opposition appeals over claims of fraud, electoral law violations, and Tinubu's ineligibility to run for office all lacked merit. The Supreme Court, presided over by Justice Inyang Okoro, also ruled that INEC's failure to electronically transmit the result of the 2023 presidential election to IREF did not affect the result of the election won by President Bola Tiubu. Meanwhile, Nigeria's President Bola Tiubu has called on everyone to join hands to work and build a great nation together, following the affirmation of his election victory by the Supreme Court today. Tinubu, in a statement, said the court has done justice to all issues put up for consideration in the petitions on the merit of the law without fear or favor. According to him, he is prepared to welcome the contributions of all Nigerians to foster and strengthen its collective progress and improve the living conditions of Nigerians. He added that today's victory has further energized his commitment to continue to serve all Nigerians of all political persuasions, tribe, and faiths with honor and total respect for the diverse. Still on Supreme Court's judgment in Nigeria, some governors in Nigeria have called for closure following the Supreme Court's judgment, which affirmed the victory of President Bola Tiubu in 2023 presidential elections. Speaking at a meeting with the president, they urged all members of the opposition to accept the judgment in good faith and support President Bola Tiubu in his quest to transform the nation. Several governors had visited the president to congratulate him on his victory at the Apex Court, which threw out the appeals filed by the candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and the Labour Party's candidate, Peter Obi.
Very historic. You know, it's the beauty of democracy. It's the beauty of the power of inclusiveness in governance, where everybody would have an opportunity to express themselves at the highest level. And as a people that is run and governed by a constitution, we all need to abide by those constitutions. And I think the highest, judicial body in our country has expressed themselves, very clearly. And there were no dissenting voices. It was all 7 of them that were on the same page. And so what that tells us is that whatever might have been a difference, let's put that behind us. It's a victory for all. I'm sure Mr. President too would have alluded to that.
What they did today was being observed worldwide. And it speaks to the fact that in Nigeria, we are guided, by the rule of law, and that Supreme Court is a Supreme Court that compares to any Supreme Court anywhere in the world. They've dispensed with this case. They've done so in line with global best practices. And there's no doubt left in anybody's mind that is now a closure. Our opponents can now go to sleep.
This particular decision of today of the erudite jurists have further enriched our jurisprudence. And as well, it is crystal clear to all Nigerians that our president won this election free, fair. And I congratulate INEC as well for a job well done. It couldn't have been better than this at this time.
Give you a timeline leading to the final judgment handed down by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and his party, People's Democratic Party, filed petition challenging the victory of President Bola Tiubu on March 21, 2023. after the February 25th presidential elections, where Tinubu was declared winner. Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, also filed an appeal contesting the election results on May 22, 2023. The tribunal commenced hearing of cases contesting President Tinubu's victory on May 8th, the same year. Now, Nigeria's Presidential Election Tribunal upheld Tinubu's presidential victory and its verdict on September 6, 2023. The PDP, Labour Party and APM filed separate appeals against the tribunal's judgment affirming President Tinubu's victory on September 19, 2023. The Supreme Court began hearing the cases on October 23rd, same year. The Apex Court dismissed APM's appeal and reserved judgment on Atiku and Peter Obi's appeal. The Supreme Court delivered its final verdict today, Thursday, October 26, 2023.